be very, very simple, but the reason why it's simple is because you don't need anything more because you're someone who's already seen that side of it. Okay? Number one, bro, my advice to you would be remember that you are someone who's been funded and got two payouts. First things first. So in terms of ability, ability is not an issue. You have ability. Ability is there. You know how to trade. Going through a losing streak is normal, absolutely normal. Taking losses, inevitable, normal. In take profit chamber this week, I took two losses live on the trade, but overall I was still up because the trade from last week it still has me up. So in terms of taking losses, I take losses too, bro. It's just about how do you manage your losses and how well do you trust your edge? Because let's say, for example, after a losing streak or after blowing a funded, you buy another one, and now you're trading that funded from a place of what? You're trading that funded from a place of really and truly feeling uncertain in yourself. You're like, okay, yeah, I know I've done it twice, but was that luck? It wasn't luck. It wasn't luck because you have knowledge. Not anyone can come and press random buttons, pass phase one, pass phase two, and make it pay out twice. So anybody who's done that, remove this idea that it's luck, because it's not luck. If it was luck, you'd only see one TP. That TP wouldn't, okay, let's say you would only see one TP, but how do you know about risk management then if it was luck? If you just placed a random lot size, you see, or let's say it was luck. Can you follow the risk management protocols that a funded account requires? Can you pass phase two as well with luck? Can you get a payout with luck? Can you follow the prop firm's rules with luck? You can't. So the first things first, bro, you have to understand that you have ability because you've done it. You've done it twice. You've done it twice already. So my advice to you, bro, would be, and this is an advice I always give myself as well. I say, whenever I can't achieve something in life, I always bring it back down to the fact that it's probably because my current self is not there yet for me to attain a higher level. That's why you always have to grow beyond your current self. I came into these markets thinking that my current self is enough. Oh yeah, I'm ambitious. I've got big dreams. I'm a go-getter. I hustle. I can do this. That's not the case. Trading put me in a corner, and it forced me to develop beyond myself. If a person is not willing to develop beyond themselves, they will never, ever, ever see results in trading. It's that simple. So you might have hit a point in your life now where, bro, trading demands more from you. It's like, okay, and it could be the case of like, because on a surface level, someone's saying, oh, I made two payouts, lost that account. That's normal. But on a surface level, it looks as though, okay, because I made these two payouts, I don't need to change because something is working, which I agree. But what if the actual reason is you made two payouts and now you started getting complacent, you started getting lazy, or you started thinking, yeah, I made two payouts, I can trade however I want. And that has now become a deeper issue. Do you see, bro? So it's all about perspective. So the first thing I'll say, bro, is you've made it happen already. You can make it happen again and again and again. But don't marry this false idea that you're never going to blow a funded. Fundeds will get blown. That's normal. The same way we see risk to reward in trades, it's the same way you should see risk to reward of funders. Okay, how much has someone spent on funded account? 5K in a year, 7K, 10K, whatever the case may be. How much have you made from the payouts? If the payouts are more than the amount you spend on fundeds, you're good. You're at a profit. If it's around the same amount, you're at a break even. If it's more, then hey, you're in drawdown with regards to what? How much you spent on profit accounts. So we're going through this phase where, okay, going from funded to not being funded to trying to get back to funded again, that's normal. It's normal, bro. It's just the same way you see risk to reward. But there could have been a gap in terms of the work that you used to do compared to the work that you do now because you got funded before and you got a payout. See, sometimes we don't realize, but a lot of traders have this secret, disguised pride that creeps in whenever they get funded, or they get funded and get a payout, and then they blow their account after. And this pride is basically saying, I've already been funded before, I've already got a payout, I don't need to put in the same level of work that I used to put in. because I've already tasted it. But this level of work never stops, bro. It never stops. You always have to grow beyond yourself. So there's one advice I can give you now, bro, in terms of like just psychological advice. It will be you might have hit this hurdle in your life because your current self is not enough to see new results. You need to transform and evolve into, someone who's newly developed. Every iPhone has an iOS update every now and then. And this is just a phone that's man-made. So what makes you think us as humans in our advanced technicalities don't require consistent updates? We all have emotions. We all go through ups. We all go through downs. You have to update. You have to update, and you have to keep progressing and personally developing to cultivate positive habits in your life. And specifically in trading terms, when you lose a funded account, you can't let go of the mission. The memo stays the same. You keep pushing, you keep persevering until you make it. But a person also must understand, when you get funded, your life does not change. You're given the opportunity to change your life. How do you treat the funded? How do you treat the funded? How do you handle being in drawdown? How do you handle seeing 5K float and you've never seen it in your life? 7K float, how do you handle that? You let it float because you want to be a TikTok trader? Or do you close 7K, see that money in your bank account, make something out of it? Because trading alone, trading alone will not give you generational wealth. It's what you do with the trading money. That's what will. You see, like I started trading. The first thing I did when I started trading, I used to make money, make payouts, invest, make payouts, invest, make payouts, invest. And then I put money into so many things. I put money into a clothing brand. It didn't do well because we ordered some tracksuits and it came in summer. I put high six figures into like 20 properties. I put some money into gold. I put another 6 figures into gold. I put a lot of money in different places. Why? Because I understand that trading income is sporadic. One month you might make X amount, another month you might make this amount, another month you might make this amount. You see? So because you understand, you have to use this understanding to know you have to play hot potato when it comes to profits. You take this money, invest it, let that money work. Get this payout, invest it, let that money work. If you're treating trading payouts as if this is something that you're going to make every single month consistently, this is where you already slipped up. This is where you already slipped up because you think it's a 9 to 5. I'm not speaking to you, by the way, but I'm just talking generally to everyone, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Because I can't answer a lot of questions, I'm just answering questions that will benefit everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes a lot of people think, because this is going to replace my 9 to 5, I have to treat it exactly the same. No, you don't, because it's not the same as your 9 to 5. You can press a few buttons, make 7K, 13K, 15K, 30K from a trade. Yes, absolutely. But who's to say you're going to do that next month? You can. You definitely can. But now someone who's running to money for the first time, you're going to be thinking, what? I made 30K this month. Yeah, I'm going for 60K next month. Then you lose your funded. You see? So it all literally comes down to like, how well can you be the puppet of your emotions? You have to be the orchestrator of your emotions. Once you learn how to orchestrate your emotions, technicals are easy. I just hopped off a call right now with some people from TPC, doing a bit of back testing. Like it's literally clockwork. Like some bits of analysis don't even take me like a minute to analyze. Just market out, enter, boom. Stop loss, of course, too. Okay, I'm human, bro. Just in last week's live trading session, entered the trade. I got stopped out by 0.6 pips, and it flew to 1 to 10. You see, so these things happen to me too, bro. It's just about how can you navigate your emotions, and I don't blame a lot of people here because there's a lot of traders online in the social media space who just act as if they're just inevitable to losses. Ask these guys to show you the history. You guys know I show you my history all the time. Like, ask them to show you the history. You'll see it's not correlating. You see, so with me, I keep it transparent, not because I'm just trying to be this transparent guy, but to show you guys whatever you're going through, I go through it too. I might just manage it a bit better. But when it comes to losses, that don't faze me because I made 300K from a single month in trading. Nobody can ever tell me, brother, with a 30% win rate, with a 30% win rate. So whenever I see losses, I'm just absolutely. People tell you in the live trading calls, I'm just absolutely normal whenever I take a loss. You know, so this is how you have to be. You have to understand that losses are a part of the game, and you also have to understand that whenever you blow a funded, it's not the end of the world, bro. You've done it twice. You got payouts. You got two pay. You can do it again. People, I think people psychologically dig a hole deeper than necessary when they are funded, get a payout, blow it, and can't get funded. If they feel like they can't get funded again because of the expectation they had of this funded. Like you held this funded account in such high regard, thinking this is your golden ticket, basically. When it's not. This is literally just a path to make a ridiculous amount of money. And in this process, you're going to lose the account because prop firms don't want you to milk them. Do you see? But as you carry on making money, your ambition and your greed is only going to become higher and higher and higher until you learn to tame your greed, essentially. Like even from faith, like it's said that if mankind was to be given one valley of gold, they would ask for two. If they were to be given two valleys of gold, they would ask for three. So this level of contentment is something very difficult to reach in trading, in life, let alone trading. You see? So it's all about, okay, what's that number? What's that number that isn't too high, that isn't too low, that you know you can consistently make every single month? That whenever you see this number from your funded, you're securing the payout. Like systemizing your trades is not just about, oh, how many RR can I catch? No, it's about, okay, how much RR can I catch? How do I manage my money? And what's the amount that I have to see for me to request a withdrawal for it to land in my bank? It's all these contributing factors that make a profitable trader. How can a person manage his money? How can a person manage his trade? How can a person manage his emotions? How can a person manage what he deems to be a good amount of money and not a good amount of money? Because it's all relative and subjective to the person. You see? So if you'll find out, and one way to know if there's consistency within what you're doing is if one of your payouts is 10K, another one's 2K, or one payout is 30K and another one's 5K, or one payout is 2K and another one's 8K, there's something wrong here. Cool, you got payouts, but it's not a reflection of where you're heading. There's no clear trajectory on where you're going. You see, bro? So my advice to you, bro, would be, and I genuinely don't mean this for the sake of saying it. Like, whoever here wants to take the trading to the next level, join the Take Profit Chamber. I don't care if you join or not. We have like 100 people only, and we have over 1,000 applicants. Yep, you heard me from last Zoom call. Yep, we only accepted like 20 extra. If you're serious about your trading, join the Take Profit Chamber. 3 calls a week, a ridiculous program that we keep upping and upping and upping and upping and upping. And more importantly, no unserious individuals. Bro, my advice to you would be, forget that for now. Whatever bootcamp you have, just go for the bootcamp. Go for the bootcamp. Take detailed notes on it, and be prepared to feel like you're starting again from scratch whenever you blow a funded. What does that look like? Okay, you blow a funded, you have to go back to the drawing board. The drawing board is what? It looks like this. Forward test for 1 week. Why? You remove the emotion for 1 week. You just practice on sharpening the sword. You understand, okay, my strategy works. Do that for 1 week. The next week you do what? You incorporate demo, just for 1 week. The third week you buy the funded. You go for the phase 1. So now those last 2 weeks were doing what? It was preparing you psychologically, mentally for what? Being patient, because forward testing is going to do what? You have to wait for your setup to your POI to get hit. You have to wait for your execution. You have to wait for these things. Second thing is what? When you demo trade, okay, you're getting familiar. You're getting familiar with what? The demo forward test. You're getting familiar with seeing drawdown. You're getting familiar with seeing the kind of drawdown you would see when you take the funded next week. You're getting familiar with waiting for the TPs to get hit. Okay, And then once you're ready and you've proven, okay, I've been able to catch a good enough risk reward ratio, it's going to be very, 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 very easy for you to go into the funded stage. Why? Because you're not coming in with the trauma of the two blown accounts after you got a payout, which is fine. But you're coming in with confidence that, okay, my most recent stats are giving me the confidence right now. And that's why I always say you have to have confidence based on result, not confidence based on affirmations.